What's up, guys? I'm going to show the next shelf in my collection. But first, I did pick up a few things today. Bought something for myself, as well as a few things for some friends here on YouTube. So a couple of you will be getting surprise packages at some point next week. I'll probably ship them out either tomorrow or Friday. But for me, I bought Cutting Class. It's a late 80s slasher starring Brad Pitt. And I've always enjoyed this one. Just a fun slasher film. Doesn't get mentioned a lot. Not a lot of people talk about this one, but this movie is pretty cool. This is the unrated version, and this DVD is out of print, so I was definitely glad to find this one, and I'm happy to have it in the collection. So moving on to the shelf, I have a few stacked on top here because I'm still in the process of trying to squeeze the new DVDs on the shelves where they belong. So first we have Disturbing Behavior, starring Katie Holmes and James Marsden. I've always loved this one. Just a really cool high school horror thriller, whatever you want to call it. We also have Dodgeball, starring Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller. Really funny movie. And then we also have Do the Right Thing, Spike Lee movie. It's a great summer film. Now moving on to the actual shelf. First up is Dogma, Kevin Smith film. Then we have one of my favorite horror films of all time, Dolls. Absolutely love this movie. I cannot recommend it enough. We have an MGM horror 4-pack of Child's Play, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Pumpkinhead, and Dolls. Next, another killer doll movie, Dolly Dearest. We have Domestic Disturbance, starring Vince Vaughn and John Travolta. I really like this movie. It's a really good thriller. Next, another great film, Donnie Darko. Awesome movie. That's the theatrical cut. And I also have Donnie Darko, the director's cut. The nice slipcase. Next, another out-of-print DVD, Don't Answer the Phone. We have Don't Look Down. And we have Don't Look Now. Next, Don't Mess With My Sister. And we have Doom, starring The Rock. Next, Down to Earth, starring Chris Rock. This is a funny movie. I like this one. Next, we have a Universal classic, Dracula. And we have Wes Craven's Dracula 2000. And we have Dracula, Prince of Darkness, starring Christopher Lee, part of the Hammer collection, released by Anchor Bay. Just going to move a little bit. Next up, Drag Me to Hell. Really great modern day horror film, directed by Sam Raimi, of course. Next, Drake and Josh Go Hollywood, the movie, one of my son's DVDs. We have The Dreamers. Next is a movie that I've always enjoyed, and that's Dream Lover, starring James Spader and Madchen Amick. If anybody knows how to properly say her name, please tell me. She's one actress that for years I've been trying to figure out how to say her name, and I've heard so many different people pronounce it different ways, but I've always been curious to know the proper pronunciation of her name. But she's a gorgeous girl, and I really love this movie. If you guys are fans of her and you think she's good looking, then that's definitely one to check out because you get to see a lot of her in that. Moving on, a Masters of Horror episode, Dreams in the Witch House, directed by Stuart Gordon. We have Dress to Kill. Really like the cover art on that. The next, Dr. Giggles. This is the original Good Times release. Yep, Good Times originally released this film. And then we have the Warner Brothers re-release from the Twisted Terror collection, Dr. Giggles. Next, one of my favorite films, but you guys already know this, and it's Drive. Now we're getting into the Anchor Bay Drive-In double packs. So first up is A Blade in the Dark and Macabre. I really like these Anchor Bay Drive-In packs. I tried collecting them all, but I believe I'm missing only 2 of them now. Next up, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and Transylvania 65000. Then we have one of the rarer ones, and that's Fade to Black and Hell Knight. 2 rare Anchor Bay releases in 1 pack. And next is Hell of the Living Dead and Rats. Then we have one that's never talked about. This one has Horror 101 and Horror 102 Endgame. Plus it also has a bonus film, Museum of the Dead. So interesting. None of those movies I ever hear about. Next, The Initiation and the Mountaintop Motel Massacre. 2 fun slasher films. We have Mountain of the Cannibal God and Cannibal Man. Next is actually one of my favorite drive-in 2-packs, and has The Pit and Hellgate. 2 cheesy movies that I've always enjoyed. We have some more cheese with Return of the Killer Tomatoes and Return to Horror High. The next, another one of my favorites, has Society and Spontaneous Combustion. For Society alone, this one is awesome. And the final DVD on this shelf, or DVDs I should say, since it is a 2 DVD pack, 4 film pack of Drive-Thru, Creep, Boy Eats Girl, and Tamara. So yeah, that does it for this shelf, guys. As always, please comment below. Let me know what you think of these titles. Ask questions if you have any. And I'll be back soon with some more. Thanks for watching.